If she asks you certain questions, it's not just random curiosity, it's a sign she's secretly obsessed with you. These questions aren't ordinary. They're loaded, strategic, and often come disguised as innocent interest. But behind them lies emotion, fear, hope, and unspoken attachment. Take, for example, when she casually asks, "Do you think she's your type?" It might seem harmless, maybe even playful. Maybe you were just talking about someone else, or she caught you glancing at another girl. But that question isn't about the other girl, it's about her. She's testing to see if she still has your full attention. It's a subtle way of saying, "Do I still matter to you more than anyone else?" She may act bored or indifferent while asking, but inside, she's on high alert. This doesn't come from detachment, it comes from fear. Fear that someone else might be capturing your gaze, your thoughts, your emotions. It's not about the girl you looked at. It's about whether you still look at her the same way. Then there's the question, do you tell other girls the stuff you tell me? That one usually comes late at night or after a deep, emotional conversation. Maybe you opened up about something painful or personal. Maybe you shared something you've never told anyone else. And then she pauses, just for a moment, before asking that quiet but powerful question. She isn't asking out of curiosity. She's asking to know if she's special. In her mind, emotional intimacy is sacred. If she's secretly obsessed, she sees every moment of vulnerability from you as a thread that ties her closer to your soul. She doesn't just want to know your story. She wants to be the only one who gets the full, raw, unfiltered version of it. When she asks if you tell other girls the same things, she's really asking, am I different? Am I closer to your heart than anyone else? Another one that gives her away is, what would you do if I move away? It sounds hypothetical, even lighthearted, but it's a calculated move. She's not planning to go anywhere. What she's really doing is creating a scenario to test your emotions. She wants to see your reaction. Would you shrug it off, or would you look like someone just pulled the ground from under you? She's searching for evidence of your emotional investment. Women who are secretly obsessed rarely confess it outright. Instead, they measure your response to their absence. That imaginary distance she creates. It's her way of seeing if your heart would still follow her, if she'd still matter, even if she wasn't right in front of you. Then comes the deceptively playful, would your mom like me? On the surface, it sounds like a joke. Maybe she says it with a smirk or a teasing tone. But deep down, she's hoping for something serious. She's not really asking about your mom's opinion. She's asking where she stands in your life. Is she someone you could introduce to your family? Is she just a fun distraction? Or is she someone you see fitting into the bigger picture? If she's secretly obsessed, she's already imagining what it might be like to meet your parents, to be part of your holidays, your traditions, your life. When she asks if your mom would like her, what she really wants to know is, do you see me as part of your future? One of the most revealing questions she might ask is, what do you think about relationships right now? It sounds casual, almost philosophical, but it's anything but that. She's not trying to have a deep, abstract conversation about modern dating. She's trying to figure out you. Are you emotionally available? Are you open to something serious? She doesn't want to risk exposing her own feelings directly, so she asks it in a way that protects her ego. If you say you're not interested in a relationship, she might act like it doesn't bother her. But inside, she's already rewriting the story, wondering if she misread the signs, trying to make sense of what that means for the future she's quietly been dreaming about. And then there's the final question, the one that reveals everything. Do you ever think about where this is going? This isn't just curiosity. This is vulnerability wrapped in a calm voice. She might ask it after a long day spent together, in a quiet moment, or even just before bed. It's not about forcing commitment. It's about needing reassurance. She wants to know if this connection is real, if the feelings she has aren't just one-sided. Because if she's asking you this, she's already imagined what a future with you could look like. She's thought about the relationship, the growth, the possibilities. She may even have a mental picture of what it would be like to truly be with you. When she asks where it's going, what she's really saying is, please tell me I'm not alone in this. So the next time a woman asks you any of these questions, listen closely. They may seem light or even playful on the surface, but they come from a place of deep emotional investment. These aren't the questions of someone who's unsure, they're the questions of someone who's already deeply in it. She may not say it out loud, but her heart is screaming it. She's obsessed with you.